Okay, here we go, everyone. Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever I find you. A few things I want to address. I've been watching this guy for about a year, and I've enjoyed some of his videos, and he totally blew my mind today. So we're going to start here.
Effect false memory stuff going on. Is the Mandela effect a false memory? Is that what's going on? Are we misremembering things that have happened? That's what I think it is.
Oh, what? He just blew my mind because I thought he was actually experiencing the Mandela effect, and then today he comes out and says he thinks it's misremembering. That's like the funniest word ever. I never even really heard that word until about March 2016, shortly thereafter. People started saying, oh, well, you're misremembering. All of a sudden, I just start misremembering 500, 600 things, 1,000 things. I just misremember. I never had a problem with misremembering. Sure, I made mistakes. Sure, I forgot what I had for lunch last Friday. And, I don't remember. And, yeah, I made mistakes on bigger things. I mean, our memory's not perfect. I understand that 100%. But all of a sudden, misremembering like just a load of stuff. And then on top of that, to find thousands of people here on YouTube that are all misremembering the same exact things I'm misremembering in the same exact wrong way. And I don't know these people. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. The deniers are just off the charts. So, all right, later, dude. All right, we're moving on to Sean from Better to Give. Now, he's only got 33 subs. I got to put this disclaimer out there. Please don't go call names to Sean. He's from the Bay Area here, not too far from me in California. He seems like a really cool dude. He's just not understanding the Mandela effect. And so if any of you want to go help him out, he's asking for help. He's been doing videos for a month or two asking for help. In understanding, he's open-minded, and he's been exploring the Mandela effect for a while, so he's asking us to help. Please don't go bully Sean. I get people saying that when I do these types of videos, I'm sending my the people in my club, I'm sending them to go bully somebody. No, that's not it at all. I'm asking you, I'm going to put a link down below to his latest video. If you want to go help him out, then please go help him out. So I saw that he said one of his kids or his kids were in an accident just days ago. I want to start off by saying, Sean, I'm happy that everyone's fine. I have nothing against you at all other than the fact that I don't believe you understand what's happening with the Mandela effect. Now, you've admitted to, like the silver leg, you don't remember on C3PO, things like that. You just aren't remembering that correctly. That's your opinion of your own memory. And that's fine. But you don't, with your latest video, I noticed you don't seem to understand what's going on. So let me play this here. The reason I say Sean doesn't know what's going on is because Sean's saying, well, if I say that this was always this way, I don't know. I don't have any good example here, but we'll just say, we'll just use this here. We'll say, U.S. Bank, okay? U.S. Bank, Sean remembers it as U.S. Bank, the way it is there and has always been. But I remember U.S. Bank, and that's not true. I'm using this as an example. So say me and, I do a voting video and 1,000 people agree with me, there was a dot. Okay, so we remember U.S. Bank, okay? Sean remembers U.S. Bank. So what he's saying is that we're saying we're right. We're saying that he's wrong. That's not it at all, Sean. That's not what's happening. Just because we have a different memory, we're not saying you're wrong. The proof is on your side. You can go grab these things and say, look what it is. It's always been this. And you're right, Sean. You're 100% right. I'm not saying you're wrong. No one's saying you're wrong. What we're telling you is that we have a different memory. Whether it's from another reality, parallel universe, Satan, CERN, I don't know. We don't know what's causing the Mandela effect, but the fact that there's just so many of us that have the wrong memory and the same exact wrong memory as one another, we don't know one another, and there's tons of reality residue. I just don't understand what the confusion is. I think you don't understand what we're trying to say here. You don't think our memories are real, and you're just saying it's misremembering, like the guy I started the video with, and I don't understand that. If I didn't see any changes, I hope that I could see these people and see that they're not trying to bullshit everyone, and see that they really have different memories, and see there's so many of them, and see that they're all remembering things incorrectly in the same wrong, incorrect way. There's got to be some type of connection there. There's something going on. So let's check this out here.
Woman that was talking about how that her husband has changed and her husband's not the same person that she married, and she doesn't know how to deal with it. Just all a wreck about things like that. And I just need some actual real proof. For some reason, when one of the last channels I went through I think it was like the top 15. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, the top 15 Mandela effect that I went through, and I looked through that, and I don't remember exactly what my score was. Some stuff I wasn't, like, I don't know, maybe it has a dash, and then come to find out it didn't have a dash. And it's like, have a dash, does not have a dash, and I'm like, I don't know, like they both look right, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it has a dash, and then come to find out it didn't have a dash. And it's like, okay, no big deal. Big one that people always want to talk about is Jif peanut butter, and thinking that it's Jiffy. And I can tell you what, even my wife said that she thought that it was Jiffy.
There you go.
But I told her, I'm like, no,
Jiffy.
they had Skippy next to the Jif, and people thought that it was Jiffy. I don't know. I don't know if that happened, because it's when we're young.
Well, that's fine. I understand you trying to rationalize it, but all right, moving on.
All the millions and billions of us, we're all wrong, but you guys are right.
It's not what it's about.
I'm just very concerned for our nation and our world if we're really getting caught up with this kind of stuff, and that you have to put out a video saying living with the Mandela effect. And I like Moneybags. Moneybags has commented on my page several times, and I've watched several of his videos and looked at those videos, and I don't think that we're ever going to actually convince each other, just because I misremember things all the time.
So
and especially if you were to ask me what kind of, how is this candy bar? How is it written out? How's Kit Kat supposed to be written out, with a hyphen or without? It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, just in passing, I don't pay that close attention to stuff. And
well, that happened to be one of my favorite candy bars as a kid, and it looks foreign. So if you had the feeling I have when I see it looking foreign, like something I've never seen before, maybe you'd understand. But it looks totally wrong to me. And if you just don't know whether it had a dash or not, that's understandable. That's fine. But I have a clear memory throughout my life of a dash, and then just a few years ago, it doesn't have one and never has. And I don't know if you're going to understand that, Sean, but that's the deal.
they don't pay attention, but when there are people that absolutely believe it for a fact, because either they were involved with the building of it, or like the Berenstain Bears, where that's their last name, and people think that, their last name changed, or some other parallel universe that there's absolutely zero proof that it even exists, but that's what happened to cause all these things to change. And like I said, my biggest concern is that people say that time travel...
All right, we're not talking time travel, Sean. I don't think time travelers went back and moved South America 1,000 miles to the east and Australia 1,000 miles to the north. There's way more going on here than time travel. Not to say that it could be possible. I have no idea, but I don't think it has anything to do with the Mandela effect. That's my opinion.
So, those are my thoughts on the Mandela effect, guys. You guys can continue to send me things that I will continue to look at, and maybe in your eyes, my eyes will be open one day, or maybe in my eyes, your guys' eyes will be open one day. But
dude, our eyes are open, man. We've noticed that things are changing. Oh, that's funny.
I don't even have to ask you guys to comment because I already know that you probably will, and you guys are probably gonna chew me up and spit me out, which is all right. And do me a favor, hold back money bags, all right? Because I don't need him coming through my screen and flicking my nose. All right,
I'm not gonna do that, man.
You know, guys, like I've said, you guys enjoy any
I
of the
can't
videos,
do that,
sit
but I
down,
can
you
do
guys
this,
just like
and
the
I can bring
entertainment
people here that maybe
of,
can help you understand where
of
we're coming
those of us
from,
going
because
back
this
and
is a
forth
real
with stuff.
phenomenon, Sean.
You know, subscribe to my channel, show other people, and
Well, I'm showing other people, and this is a real phenomenon, and it's happening. And you know, I do this every so often because you've mentioned me in like 4 or 5 videos, and so I'm just trying to respond to you. This blew my mind. You know why my name is Moneybag73 here on YouTube? Not because I'm all about the money and I do this for all the big money I make here on YouTube. No, it's because I had a financial channel for 6 years. And the Mandela effect blew my mind so much, and I knew something was happening right off. That I just stopped the financial videos 100% and have never looked back. And it took me out of a dark place where I was trying to expose the Federal Reserve and whatever. Just, I don't want anything to do with that anymore. This is a positive thing that's happening. It's just incredible. My life's been incredible. Incredible things are happening. I'm working on creating my own reality, which some people have a problem with, but I believe we all create our own realities with our thoughts and beliefs. You don't want to believe that? You're a little victim. You're a poor little me. You know, like David Icke likes to say, you know, what can poor little me do? Well, poor little you can cause what's happening to you. You're causing it with your poor little me. But whatever. Moving on. Let's finish this up here.
I don't think any of us remember, but when George Lucas says that, no, that's the way he made it, are we supposed to turn around and go, oh, well, George Lucas, he's part of the Mandela effect, even though that's the way he designed it? So it's just, what's funny is it's kind of gone from entertaining banter back and forth to people getting highly offended because I believe the way things are.
I'm not offended that you believe the way things are, because you're 100% correct, Sean. So I'm not offended. I'm just trying to help you understand the Mandela effect, because you don't seem to understand, because you're thinking it's, you know, we're saying we're right and we're saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're 100% right, Sean. You just don't understand how it is to be as affected as I am and a lot of the other people are. That's it. But just think of all the people. You know, you say, well, you don't take into account the billions of people who remember C-3PO having the silver leg. How do you know a billion people remember the silver leg? You didn't ask them all. You don't know. It could be a small number of people remember the silver leg. We don't know. But for those of us who don't ever remember the silver leg, that's our memory. Now, that's maybe not be such a great example. I like to use dilemma, and I told you about dilemma, and you said you didn't quite understand where I was going with that. So let me try one more time. The word dilemma was always spelled D-I-L-E-M-N-A. My whole life. A lot of other people remember it that way. Well, apparently, it's always been D-I-L-E-M-M-A. 2 M's. My question is, if I was just a bad speller and all these other people were bad spellers, why would we insert a silent N into the word? If we didn't know how to spell dilemma, don't you think we would probably spell it with just 1 M and misspell the word? Why would we put M-N-A? Why would we put a dilemma? Why would we put an N in there if we just don't know how to spell? I've had all these people saying, well, you know, you're not a good speller. That's why you can't spell dilemma. Really? A bad speller's going to insert silent letters? I mean, come on. It's just, think about it. You have to think about those types of examples that wouldn't be happening. So, anyway, I hope that people come with positive criticism to your channel, Sean. I'm pretty sure you're going to watch this video. Just delete the comments if people want to go and call names and stuff and just call you stupid. I've had so much of that. And I'm not trying to push that your way at all. But I've noticed in the past that sometimes, people who watch this channel are really smart people. They go leave intelligent comments a lot of the times. So I'm just hoping that maybe some of those, you're interested, you're in the community, you're interested in the Mandela effect, and I want to provide some reading material for you. So I'm hoping that some of the people subscribed to this channel will go watch your video and give you some comments to read. That's it. Peace. I have no problems at all with you. I've watched several of your videos as well. I comment, and I try to listen to both sides myself. It's not just all me and everyone else is wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not even saying you're wrong. The only part I'm saying you're wrong about is the fact that this is a real phenomenon, and I think you don't understand where we're coming from the comments you made in your last video and a lot of the other videos. So that's it. I will talk to everyone soon. If you're still with me at this point, go create the reality that you want.